Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. To the start of this week, the Australian dollar remains relatively firm in the short-term uptrend that it's been holding for the last close to 2 weeks. And then therefore the market is finding a little bit of difficulty when it's approaching the level of 71.35 to 60, which may serve as a cap. Keep an eye on this pattern here, because if we end up with 3 dojis, that would give certain indication that the market might actually be finding a short-term cap and looking back towards the region of 70.80 to 70.45. The 3 dojis are represented as tri-star dojis, and therefore the market would probably represent as a bearish case. And if so, keep an eye on this RSI because it is backing down. So therefore, any upside attempts may fail. Looking ahead to this week, we might find some strong headwinds for the Australian dollar to the list of key economic events, with a trio of interest rate decisions, including the US Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank, ECB, and the Bank of England, the bank where the markets are all looking to hike rates anywhere from 25 to 50 basis points. Along with that, we do have Friday, the non-farm payrolls report. Let's see how the market unfolds. The dollar has been relatively quiet for the last few days as it trades around 101.70. Euro, well, the market seems to be finding a little bit of difficulty to that topside level around 109.4560. And from the backing away sharply, let's keep an eye on how these technicals unfold. If they keep to this pattern, then I'm looking for a move towards 108.55 to 108.10. We're very close to the first target. And see if the market finds demand from 108.10. If not, then we're looking lower. That is towards 107.45 to 65. So somewhere around this region here, where the peak and the troughs. The technicals not quite breaking down, so I'd like to see a little bit more evidence before the downside call. Let's not abandon that top side, but I feel there is supply or maybe another bearish ambush. It's been relatively mixed for the last 5 trading days for dollar yen, as the market still remains slightly lackluster. And now expects to see possibly an upstep. I do like the way the technicals are unfolding here, and relatively well. That is to respect the midway point for the RSI. If so, then the market may continue on and look towards the region of 130.25 to 130.80.90. But that being said, if we do find that the recent demand is reduced into the European session, then we may be looking down to the walls of support of 129.45 to 128.95, and the base seen at 128.30 to 45. Sterling, well, the market's been trading sideways since the rebound of 122 and doesn't seem to find to get momentum above 124. With a slightly backing away technicals at the moment, could see a little bit of weakness into the start of this week. It'll be all eyes on the Bank of England as well as the European Central Bank, ECB. So no doubt we could see a bit of a flutter of price action in terms of range of 122.90 on the broad side to 124.65.85. Wrapping up with gold and oil, well, the market's near enough reached its topside objective, which I gave back here, to 1,951 to 52. Since backing away, the market has been somewhat heavy and therefore could see a little bit of a weaker play into gold this week. I am looking for a move to 1,918 down to 1,900 figure 5, where this support line comes in, and reassess from there. Technically, the bears are coming. And wrapping up with oil, well, the market rejected that top side after seeing at least 5 to 6 attempts at 82. From backing away sharply now, we are looking to somewhat a negative case here, and looking to the bottom side of the range at 78.5. Found as a hold there, and 75, 70, 90 will be on the cards. Well, that's a wrap for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the great start to the new week.